Your kid won't get off their phone, won't do their homework, won't help around the house, won't put effort into anything. They just want to sit around all day on their phone or play video games. And you're standing there wondering, what happened to my child? I'm going to share with you something today that most parenting experts won't tell you. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you're really fighting and how to win. Because the force pulling our kids is not just a bad habit or a lack of discipline. It's a spiritual force, a battle over their attention, their values, and most of all, their life force. And the answer is not about taking their phone away. It's something much deeper than that. In this episode, we're going to look at 3 things. 1, what your child is actually up against. 2, why the easy life is not leading them into true, real fulfillment. 3, the spiritual answer, how helping your child find their mission changes everything. Let me start with some examples you might recognize. You ask your child to do their homework, they stare at the ceiling. You ask them to help around the house, they act like you've asked them to climb a mountain. You try to get them to work hard at anything, sports, music, and you hit a wall. They just want to sit on their phone and play video games. Sounds familiar? Here's the thing. We're not just dealing with laziness. We are dealing with the battle over our kids' soul. The force of social media, the constant entertainment, the seemingly easy life our kids are living. The problem is that none of these lead to true fulfillment and satisfaction. These bring momentary pleasure in the form of instant gratification and a dopamine spike. That's it. And then it's gone, and then they need more. We are standing against a very strong force. And the reason this force is so powerful is because it's a spiritual force. It is the battle over our kids' attention, their values, but most of all, their life force. The strong pull that is drawing our kids is not just taking up their time and energy. It's taking away their sense of mission and purpose in the world. That is why we need to put up a fight, but the fight isn't against our kids. It's against the culture they are living in. We need to offer an alternative to that culture. One that is not only compelling, but also carries the promise of deep satisfaction, joy, fulfillment, and happiness. In a moment, I'm going to show you exactly what trap our kids are stuck in right now and why they literally cannot see the way out without us. But first, what does the unmotivated version of your child looks like? Is it the phone, video games, just completely being checked out? Drop it below. I read every comment. Let me describe you what our kids are being offered right now. An easy life, no hard work, no real effort, getting everything they seemingly want with a push of a button. More stuff, more comfort, more ease, more pleasure. When our kids are stuck in that golden trap, they lose motivation. Why work hard if I already have everything that I need? Why make an effort if I can get anything with a push of a button? Why learn how to write an essay when AI can do it in a second? Our kids are stuck in a trap of honey, and then we wonder why they can't escape. We might even ask ourselves, what's the problem? If they have it easy, why not let them? If AI and technology can do everything for them, then why bother? Their life will be good, they'll have everything they need, so what's wrong with that? The answer is that the problem is actually really big. If our kids continue on this path of easy, effortless, consumerist, passive lifestyle, they will pay a big price. They will never feel deep, real, ongoing satisfaction and fulfillment. They will always feel a void that can never be filled with any external thing. No more stuff, no more entertainment, no more easy pleasure or comfort will fill that void. And there are real dangers in that path. Kids who don't take responsibility over their life, who don't achieve anything, who fall into different kinds of addiction, some more detrimental than others. So how do we help our kids step out of that trap? How do we start creating within them the motivation to work hard, put their effort into things, try and fail, confront a challenge, and actually face it and stick with it until it's resolved? The answer lies in our mindset and in the mindset we teach our children. And here comes the spiritual part, because remember, this is a spiritual battle, and the answer is a spiritual one as well. Here's a question for you. When you were young, what was that thing that gave you a real deep sense of accomplishment? What made you feel alive? Drop it in the comments. I think your answer is going to point you right towards the answer for your child. Before we go into the practical steps, I want to share an idea from the book The Art of Elevation by Yehiel Harari that really reframes everything. Harari talks about what he calls food for the soul. Just like our bodies need food for survival, our soul souls need something too. And that something is meaning. The understanding that life has a purpose and that reality itself is here to help us fulfill it. When a child is stuck in a cycle of consumption, more scrolling, more entertainment, more easy pleasure, they are starving their soul. They are filling up on things that look like food but actually leave them empty. And the soul, just like the body, will keep craving more when it isn't truly fed. But when we give our children real food for the soul, the experience of meaning, of contribution, of being needed, something shifts. They stop chasing and they start living. Every moment, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity to fulfill their mission and add something real to the world. So how do we create a compelling alternative to the easy, comfortable life that our kids are experiencing right now? We need to show our kids that the ease, pleasure, and comfort they are feeling right now is external and fleeting. It is not truly fulfilling their soul. And we do that by helping them experience the true, deep pleasure that life has to offer. The kind of pleasure that can only satisfy the void they are trying to fill with consumption and never will. What is a sense of mission? The key to that fulfillment lies in creating a sense of mission in our children's lives. What does a sense of mission mean? It means that my life has meaning and purpose outside of myself. It means that I have influence over the world, and more than that, that the world needs me. When a person lives with this awareness, no moment can be wasted. I have a mission. I'm here for something. I am needed. When a person holds on to that belief, they wake up in the morning hungry for life, full of energy, and ready to take on the day. They don't have time to scroll or hang out on the sofa. Each moment counts, and each moment is precious. I want to ask you something. Do you feel that in your own life? Do you wake up with a sense of purpose? Share what it is in the comments. And if you don't, think about how your life will feel if you did. And then think about what an incredible gift it would be to give that to your child. Mission can be found in anything that we do, from the small to the large. I can find mission in doing the dishes, in organizing the house, in raising my children, and in creating a cure for cancer. The size of the action doesn't determine the size of the mission. Mission also has another component. It is always directed towards making the world better, contributing, making a change, making a difference. It's always pointing outwards, beyond ourselves. So how do we start building this in our kids? How do we start implementing a sense of mission in our children's lives? Here are 4 practical steps. First, start by believing it ourselves. Think about our own mission, from the small to the large. You can't give your child something you haven't found yourself. Second, integrate the language of mission into your home. Talk about your mission and your family's mission. Ask your child what they think their mission is. Tell stories about people who lived with a mission and made huge difference in the world because of it. Third, help your kids feel that they have influence, that their lives matter, that their ideas matter, that you hear their thoughts and you take them seriously, that you want their opinion and that you appreciate their contribution. Ask for their input on things and really listen. Fourth, direct them toward things that give them a real sense of mission. Helping a classmate who is struggling, teaching a younger sibling to ride a bike, helping out with a house project, going to visit a sick relative. Anytime our kids do something for another person, they feel that deep, real, true satisfaction that comes from knowing that you matter in the world. If we want to fight the battle over our kids' souls, we can't do it just by taking away their phones or limiting screen time. We have to build an alternative that is more compelling, more fulfilling, and more real. Let's land this whole thing. Here's your one takeaway for this week. Which of these 4 steps feels most doable for you right now? Step 1, finding your own mission and starting to believe it yourself. Step 2, integrating the language of mission into your daily conversations at home. Step 3, making your child feel that their voice and their ideas truly matter. Or step 4, directing them towards a small act of contribution this week. Pick one and drop it in the comments below. I want to know where you're starting. The battle for our children's soul is real, but you are not powerless in it. You just need to know what you're fighting against and what you're fighting for. If this episode resonated, please share it with another parent who needs to hear this message today. And I want to point you towards another episode where I talk about how much we should push or not a child that is hesitant. You can find that episode right here. Talk to you soon.